So here we have Buzzsaw, named as such after the weapon. This is clearly inspired by the buzzards of Mad Max Fury Road. So this was initially a Hot Wheels Bone Shaker, I think it was. Here's a couple of pictures of that. As with the last few cars, this was part of 4 cars I'd modified previously, and I'm just in the process of rebuilding, so this is what it used to look like before I modified it again. So we'll move on to the build video where I'll explain how I built this. Okay, onto the build. So for this, initially I wanted to replace the wheels, because you've seen the Hot Wheel wheels, they just didn't really look that good compared to the rest of the car. So I replaced the front wheels with some Chemless design wheels, which I'll put the info there. Unfortunately I had to build a front axle for this, which meant I couldn't keep the skull on, and I had to remove the whole skull, and then I ended up building my own front end for this. So what I did is I used some corrugated styrene, some H styrene, and then just some spikes from Zinge Industries, and built my own front end up. All the grey spikes are from Zinge Industries, but the ones that are painted are from the Autokill part. I think the Zinge Industries spikes are, I think it's called the small spike sprue. Can it be up in there? The rear wheels are from Zinge Industries as well. This spike and this whole mechanism here is from Autokill, although I built this whole mechanism from different bits and pieces. Because initially I'd bought all the Autokill sprues from Zinge Industries, but they only have a limited selection, so I only had limited parts, and by this point I was kind of at the bottom of the barrel trying to figure out what I can do with the limited parts I had left. Obviously I've since found Autokill's actual website and bought a lot of parts, as well as many other companies such as Camlin Designs, Ramshackle Games, as well as Zinge Industries. Although Zinge Industries do tend to make a lot of stuff for 28mm games, so some of the stuff might not scale well. So just be warned if you're going to use some of their stuff. So here we are, all nice and painted up. As you can see, I've just tried to improve upon the original paint job and paint the parts that needed painting. Initially it did have the dual machine guns at the front, but I felt with the flamethrower and saw at the top it was kind of overkill. And plus there wasn't much room to mount another weapon. The original weapons were just some tube styrene with holes drilled in to look like heat shields on machine guns. But it says I had to remove them out. I did try and add some detail in the engine bay to look like fans. You probably can't see it because there's horrible light in the day. But yeah, it's a tiny bit of detail. I'd love to show the drivers, but my camera's just not that detailed. Get any closer, you can just see him. This kind of pretty much looks like the buzzards from Mad Max Fury Road, that desert clothing. I also removed the fuel tank at the back. Initially I'd put the fuel tank there to cover up the detail on the back because I hadn't really painted anything this small before, and just didn't feel like I could paint it without making a mess. Obviously I can do a bit of a job now, and so I just figured this lot would work for the mechanisms of the turret, which also moves. So this is a saw and flamer kind of turret. So yeah, overall I think I did a really nice job with this. The real little slideshow at the end like usual. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.